We've got a great race for you here today at Sardinia Road Track, and it is based in Italy, and we will be in the Group 3 cars today. The hard racing tires will be the tires that we'll have to go with according to the racing regulations. I have been struggling really bad here lately and not had a good couple of weeks. I have dropped all the way down to the bottom of the C-Class driver rating, which is bad news because we are trying to make our way, as you know, all the way up to A+. It is going to take some time with the amount of time I have to put into it, but I will continue to try and do my best. I've put in some time practicing this track, getting to know it, trying to watch some guides on YouTube to get better and faster and get my qualifying time down. I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. I plan on doing this race over and over and over again this week to try to get better and better results and build my driver rating up. I really want to get to that B rating before the start of the next World Series season so I can race in the GT2 League. Now, this was a really good race, and things did go well for me for a while, but I want you to watch the whole video to see how they ended up. And also, as you can tell from the title, there's going to be some action here at the end, and I want your opinion, guys who know how to race and know what's going on. Was this a good move by my opponent, or was it a bad move? And I want you to see here at the end of the race, I want your opinion. What do you think of what happened here today at this race? So let's get right into it. And I will say there are many options for cars on this particular race. I tried the Toyota out like many have suggested, but I ended up going with the Subaru for this race and had a little bit better results for me, but I'm still not sold on it yet. I think I want to try the Mustang out at some point this week. Now you can see as we're starting the race off here, we are in 8th position, which isn't bad, but we want to make a goal to, my goal is to finish in the top 5. If I can consistently finish in the top 5, I can move my DR up for sure. So we're going around going to approach the first turn here. Let's try to avoid any chaos we can, holding our 8th position. We got a lot of people on our tail, and we're racing real tight for the 9th guy right there. I already can see some action behind us going wrong for some people, but we're hanging in there, following the 7th place guy, and going to try to finish this first lap, hopefully gain 1 or 2 positions. Maybe some people will go wide. There's somebody going wide, and we're going to take 2 positions right there and go up to the 6th position. Now we see a little squirrely action in front of us. We got 2 guys not liking each other too much. They're bumping. So we're going to hang back, let what happens happen, and boom, Martin is all the way up into 3rd position. So we're on the podium if the race were to end right now, but the race doesn't end right now as we've got a 4-lap race on our hands. So we've got to maintain our composure, maintain our concentration, and keep up the good work, trying to take each turn precisely as possible, keep our speed up, because I'm going to tell you something. This is C-Class driving, but these guys ain't playing around. I know they're not the big boys. I know we're down here in single A baseball minor leagues, but listen, I'm telling you guys that are A+ league, you'd be surprised at how good some of these guys are. Now we're taking a look from behind. We're on the guy who's behind me right there. He's following close, but he goes a little wide. So we got somebody else behind us now. So there's action going on behind us. There's people chasing us down. You can see behind me right there. They're not too far back, but we're not too far behind the 2nd place guy. There is a little gap between us, but we still feel like we have a shot at catching those guys at this point. Now, if you come on back behind, there's 2 positions behind. We're in the Mustang. This guy, he is. I mean, he comes out of nowhere. He's starting way back, but he is a pretty good driver, and he's very fast. So I got that going on behind me. There's a battle there between the Toyota and the Ford Mustang, and I'm sitting here just trying to chase down the 2nd place guy, keep my composure, and keep everything rolling as good as I can. I do a really good job taking this turn on lap number 2 here, but they're doing a great job as well. That's the thing about it. We're in the C-Class, but a lot of people aren't wrecking. I mean, here's the Jaguar in front of me. What a beautiful car it is, and what a great driver this guy is. I mean, he's consistent, doesn't make mistakes. So to catch him, we're going to have to really drive at the top of our skill level. We're just not there yet. We're just not where we need to be, but we're getting there slowly. Got to be real careful. Take it a little too wide here. That definitely slows me down, and the Toyota is catching up, but he spins out. Boom. So the Mustang takes advantage of it, and now we got the Mustang in 4th place, Haney, chasing us down from behind. This guy's quick. I mean, he has come all the way. I don't know. I think he started off about 11th, 12th position, but he's come all the way up. And you can see he's right there knocking on my rear end. So I'm feeling the pressure here, and this guy just does not go away. And I'll be honest with you, I've had such a hard time this week. I just want some people to crash a wreck so I can get an easy podium. I'll be honest with you. But they're not giving it away here in the minor leagues. Not like you would think. You would think C-Class, there's a lot more, drivers who aren't that good, but it seems like there's a lot of guys who are pretty fast in C League. But here on lap 3, we're still in that podium position. The question we have to ask ourselves, are we going to finish in the podium position? Is the nerves, is the pressure going to get to us? Because if I don't do well in this race, I'm going to be regulated back down to the D class, the dreaded D class. C, you feel like you're making progress, you're on your way. I mean, I was all the way at the top of C, and I've fallen all the way down to the bottom. So I'm not feeling real good, and this guy in this Mustang will not go away. I mean, I love the Mustang too, love the way it sounds, but he won't go away. I don't want to hear it right now. I'd rather hear it go way back behind me, but it's coming on and it is relentless. So here we are in my cockpit. You can see that I'm not too far behind the second place guy. Now we're behind me. We're watching the guy behind me. Now watch what happens right here as he's coming on strong and he's drafting me. I think he's about 9/10 of a second behind me, and he goes for the move. That's what I'm talking about. I had the racing line. He cuts right in front of me. He's going too fast to even make the turn. But by him having to stop, I'm having to slow down not to hit him, because then if I hit him, run off the track, I won't even finish 4th place. So to me, I don't think it was a good move, because I don't think he had the time to make that move. I think he altered my driving line to a point where it's almost, it's not necessarily illegal, but I don't think it's sportsmanlike, to be honest with you. But I want to know what you guys think. You guys who are A-plus drivers, you guys who know what's up. Was that a good move? Was that okay? Or was he out of line? But as you can see, I'm chasing him, and I'm still within striking distance, even though we are on the last lap. But I'm not going to lie. I was a little heated right here. I was really like, man, I just don't think that was a good move. I don't think, I've got this line, I'm committed to it, and he just cuts me off, and he's going so fast that he can't even make the turn properly. So that tells me that it wasn't a good move. And I really, I might be wrong about that. I'm willing to admit if I'm wrong, because I'm not a racing expert. But based on reading the etiquette things and watching videos and studying this thing, I really think that he was a little out of line with that move and kind of stole the podium from me, or took his move at the wrong time, because he obviously was fast. But we're able to stay up with him here. He starts to separate a little bit here toward the end of the lap, but there's still a chance, because you can see he does run off the track here and there, and he's making bad moves. But here at the last straightaway, it's obvious we're not going to catch him, and we're going to finish in 4th place. So we did meet our goal of finishing in the top 5, but how close were we to having that medal around our neck, that bronze, spraying that champagne? Man, I can just taste it, and have it taken away from me, and having it taken away from me by a Ford Mustang, which is one of my favorite cars in the world. I used to have one. I had a 06 Mustang GT, and that thing was so fun to drive. But at this point, I'm not sure. I don't think I would have done that, because it just seems like he's trying to take away my line, and based on the way I understand it, that's not really right. But look, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I will try to get out at least 1 video a week, maybe 2. Thank you guys. Hope y'all have a great week, and roll tide.